Welcome back to Paralegal Counseling, and we are still continuing uh, on the subject of law of tort or tort law. Um, I am your facilitator, Dr. Tulipo Mwenfumbo, and today we are looking at the category number 3, which is the property tort. So we have covered the intentional torts where we talked about the uh, we talked about causing emotional harm to an individual, and we have talked also about the physical harm where we talked about the assault. Now we are talking about today we are going to talk about the property tort. So when we talk about the property tort, that in this category, that's where we talk about trespass to property. So, property torts involve any intentional interference with the property rights of someone. When uh, you interfere with the rights of property to someone, it can be uh, you can be cited and you can be sued in this category. If you are found at the property of somebody and that person is not happy and maybe you are refusing to move, you have injured that person directly or indirectly, you can be sued for what is called property tort. So those commonly recognized include trespass to land, trespass to uh, or conversion of property. So in the law of tort, that is where property tort. That is where now we find these issues of one claiming the property to be his, and maybe he has even forged the papers and is saying that no, this is my property. So that one you can sue them. You get the plot because you have relevant papers, and after that you are able to sue that person on uh, what is called trespass on, and so that he compensates you. So the defenses on it's necessary and the consent are available for trespass against property. So this person must be able to compensate you for trespassing uh, on your property. So the other the thing is the trespass to land. Trespass to land may not be different to trespass to property. Property, we are also talking about whereby you get someone's property and you want to use, or someone is using your property without your consent. That can also be is considered as in tort. So if one is using your property and you do not give permission to that person to use that property, that can also be put in the law of trespass, which is the property tort. Then there is also disparagement. Disparagement, it is it is the destruction of your reputation. It is more like what is called defamation of character, but it is different. Now, in this category, we are talking about the business firms. So, if the business firm really the businesses rely on their reputation and quality of their product and services to keep customers. So, whereby someone like this has been happening a lot, where someone just begin to speak bad about Vision 2025, or someone just say these are thieves. No, these are the courses that they are offering are what you say. So that if we want, we can take that one on this, which is disparagement, whereby the person has to be able to pay for the loss and the damages that that person has caused. So, speaking about a business or an institution or any person that is using his brand or is using the name or the goodwill of the organization or the company to uh, to the public or to use, then someone is speaking negative about that, that becomes disparagement, and that can be sued. And the damages, the issue about the law of tort is that the damages are just claimed by the one who knows the level of the damage it is, the person that has been injured. So he can claim anything. And when he wins the case, it means that you have to pay, even if he has exaggerated that, you cannot measure the harm that has been created in mostly in the tortoise cases or tortoise law. So that is where now people have to be careful in committing some tortoise. For example, if someone insults me in the public or damages my reputation, I I cannot measure it. So it is according to what I claim that will what the court will hear, and I'll give the reasons why that person has to pay me billions of kwacha. So that is how the law of tort is. So the proof needed in disparaging statement is that what that person was saying, it is untrue, and one person or business about the product or services, property or reputation of another business. So to prove disparagement, which is also called trade label, product disparagement, and slander of title, the plaintiff must show that the defendant made an true statement about the plaintiff's product, services, property, or business reputation. So you have to prove that this person said what is untrue. So uh, that is what the property tort is. So there are many examples that we can give in the property tort. So any injury or any harm that is caused on your property, it is categorized in the property harm. The property tort. Maybe someone, you have got a machine, then someone gets it, borrows it, or you lend some to someone, then that machine is destroyed. That machine is destroyed, and there was no contract that related to that, because the tort are exempt is exempted when there was contract. So if there was no contract, or the contract maybe it was verbal contract which cannot be put in the category of legal contract, you can use what is called the property torts, whereby you are able to sue this person for the damages that he has caused to your property. So that is what is in the property torts. So I've categorized. There are a lot of things that anything, any injury or any harm that has happened to the property, or anything that is variable. Maybe that is a better term. Anything that is variable, and you feel that person has injured what is variable, that comes into what is called property torts. Okay, thank you so much. We are remaining with one type of tort, or one category, according to my uh, my arrangement in the categorizing the uh, the torts.